That song was awesome.
96.3 XKE Kiss, rock and roll all night. Yes! It is the Jack Hammer Show, Wednesday, March 8th. Got a friend coming up. Tony Lemon's going to be here. Pat Benatar. She's a heartbreaker. 96.3 XKE. Peter Frampton, 96.3 XKE. It is the Jack Hammer Show, Wednesday, March 8th. Thank you very much for tuning in. And sometimes people in my life, I go, okay, I'm going to have this person on the show. And this is Tony Lemon. And Tony, you have a TV show.
TV show, yes.
You have a radio show.
Yep.
You are a driver training instructor.
To stay off the sidewalk.
A teacher.
Uh-huh.
And a parent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 4 kids that we know of.
That just start. You need to cut back to just 1 or 2 things.
I also sleep sometimes too.
That's good. That's very good.
I was sleeping while you were talking just now.
Let's. Most people do. See, that's the thing. They hear the song ends. It's time to get up.
Yeah.
Kind of. So tell me this. How did you get involved with the TV thing, and tell people how they can see the TV show?
Okay, well, the TV show is on Facebook, so you can go to, and you have to be very careful when you type in the name, Mastication Station, okay? So, to masticate means to chew the fat, sit there and talk for a while. So if you type it wrong, maybe Mom will come in and ask what you're doing. So it's on Facebook, it's on YouTube. I have guests from all over, just movers and shakers around town. I even had a special guy named Hammer. He was on.
I was on there. I remember. I left with a little whipped cream in my eyebrows.
Yeah, she did. I'm not going to talk about that. But we just kind of talk about what they're into, what they want to promote. So that's on Facebook, YouTube. It's on the library's TV channel. It's filmed at the library, so you can catch that in all those locations.
And so, and you guys are crazy. I mean, you just really have a good time. There's nobody hanging over you saying you got to do this, so you got to do that, and you got to hit this.
Yeah, when it's at the library, you don't have corporate sponsors yet. You have to satisfy. Yeah. We can kind of do it any way we want to. So we're not really scripted. I have a guest come in. I say, hey, what 3 questions do you want me to ask you? And then we just kind of go from there.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And when I watch it, it always gets out of hand in some way.
We've only broken laws in a few countries. When we were sponsored by gluten.
You know what? You should have went with that.
But the other sponsor, Fanny Fran's Gently Used Pastries. They were very kind to us. We really enjoyed them. But Sir Thomas's Next of Kiln Workshop and Crematorium, when they sponsored us, that was a little messy.
It was. We've tried to get in those places. Nothing here on our end. I'm looking at a book that you wrote.
Yes.
And this is about being a driving instructor.
Yeah, it's a Blunderful Joyride. It's available at Amazon for Kindle and for whatever you want in your hand as well, wherever you read things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all my experiences in the driver's ed car. We had Gatorade bottles thrown at us. Some guy sneezed on a steering wheel. That was kind of fun. The best one is when our brakes completely went out coming up to a highway. That was kind of scary, actually.
Oh, and so no matter how many pedals that were there.
I had my pedal, and my pedal stops hers, and mine didn't work, hers didn't work. And then there's a semi coming, and so I just grabbed the wheel and just twisted it really hard, and we ended up on the side of the road. Felt the rushing wind from the semi, and then the brakes worked again. And the girls were really quiet after that for a while.
Yeah, I can imagine that has seen a lot of weird things roll by. Hey, we're going to come back and we're going to talk more with Tony Lemon in just a couple of minutes, but I got to do this.
Can't wait.
Here's your 96.3 XKE traffic report.
Jeff Leopard, Animal, 96.3 XKE. Good morning. It is the Jack Hammer Show. You know you have made it, Tony Lemon, when you sing your own song. Or
Yeah.
Is it really even a song?
You were singing, though, I guess.
Yeah, it's more like expressive speech.
Yes.
That's what it is. Good morning. That is my friend Tony Lemon. And Tony, once again, TV show, right?
TV show. Mastication station, so you got to spell it right.
And once again, you warn people when
Yes.
they're searching that.
Yeah.
A radio show,
Correct.
and this is all through the nice folks at the public
The
library.
public library is wonderful. They don't just have books; they got movies too. But they also have a TV studio, radio studio. So you too could have your own radio show if you wanted to.
And they're always looking for people to get involved, right?
Yes, they are. They're always wanting to have community outreach, community involvement for people to just come in and they can express themselves.
Teacher, and you teach driver's training, and you're an author. We were talking about your driver's training book, A Blunderful Joyride.
Yeah, memoirs of a driving instructor. All the things that have happened to me in the driver's ed car.
How long have you done it?
I have been in driver's ed for 25 plus wonderful years of safety and, and merriment.
That's because I thought you were like 27, 28.
Yeah,
so
well,
I wondered.
I look like it maybe, but yeah, I've been in the driver's ed car for a long time, and I've seen a lot of things. A lot of things have happened.
Let's just go for ever in an accident in the driver's training car.
I have not. I have not been in an accident. I'm left-handed, which is helpful because that means my hand's closer to the steering wheel if I have to be.
Ah.
I have a brake on my side, and sometimes I'll just hit it just randomly just to keep the kid awake.
Yeah, just keep them on their toes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So are those, now, once again, I didn't take driver's training. So those cars are steering wheel on one side, and then they just kind of extend the brake pedal.
Basically, my brake is not connected to the car at all. It just connects to their brake. So when I put my brake down, their brake goes down as well.
Okay,
And I don't
yeah.
have a steering wheel on my side at all. It's just basically, it's faith, basically.
it just places in between your face and the dash. That's a good. And so kids are usually starting that stuff when they're 15.
They're 15 years old. They have to take a test now to get their permit. Back in the day, they would have to take a test to get their actual license. Now they've moved the test back earlier so that practice time is longer. So they have to take a test to get their permit. It's like a permission slip. Hey, I can drive a 3,000-pound cage of steel now. And so when they are in the driver's ed car, they can legally drive with me, obviously, as a teacher or their parents, guardians.
Do people not make it through driver's ed?
They make it through driver's ed somehow, yeah. There's some people that don't take it, which is fine. They just have to get their license later. Sometimes you get a little discount on your insurance.
So if no one ever came in, like a child, sit down in the car and went, I can't do this. I'm too freaked out. Probably people would let other people drive first or something like that.
Yeah. I think my most difficult driver was someone who had cerebral palsy. So actually, she was older. She was like 19, so she had to get her hours in. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a grade that she needed. She just needed some hours. So I had to I said, hey, good job today. I only had my hand on the steering wheel the whole time.
Yeah. Well, that has to be a goal for someone afflicted like that.
Well, when she was about to be born, they said she'd never be born. Then they said she'd never walk. Then they said she'd never write. Then they said she'll never drive, and she kind of did. But going down to Washington Center at 5 o'clock in the afternoon was kind of harrowing. You know, we're kind of like exploring our lane, going back and forth.
I think our street, I'm on Kensington and Tilden in that area. A lot of driver instructors use our street for parallel parking.
Yes.
Stop it!
Been there. When we would go down, I think it was like out in there's a park area where there's a whole bunch of parallel parking.
Uh-huh.
It was like parallel parking day for our testing and stuff. All the neighbors knew, hey, it's parallel parking day. They get on their porch, grab a six-pack, and just like sit there and watch the entertainment. Watch the driver's ed kids try to parallel park around their car.
That might really be a great day. Tony Lemon, thanks for coming in today, buddy. I appreciate it so much. So they can find like the TV show. How do they get the information?
You can go to facebook.com, whatever that is, and you can just search Mastication Station. You'll find it there. Favorite it, like it. Follow it. Just follow it a safe distance, okay? And you can also go to YouTube and watch it on. Just go to YouTube to search Mastication Station.
And I didn't mention here that you're also a male model. Right?
I am a male model. I'm the before picture.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a plus size.
From Fort Wayne and Adams News, I'm Joey Martin. It's Wednesday.